In this session, I'll show you how to set up library sharing for collaboration. KeyFlow Pro can perform both server and client roles on one Mac since the libraries can be shared amongst users. Before sharing the library, there are some things you need to check. On the Mac where you'll be sharing the library, go to KeyFlow Pro Preferences and then click the Library pane. Click the Shared option. And if you want to allow remote upload, this Uploadable option must also be turned on. Coworkers must get permission to access the shared library from your Mac. To do this, press the plus button to create user accounts. Enter the username, ID, an email address, and password as you want, and then click Create Account. You can add as many user accounts as you need. Now, you can simply drag and drop the accounts you selected to the accounts list on the left. And if required, you can modify the info of the user accounts. Also, you can remove the account you selected from the accessible user list and add another user account you want. These users on the left will now have permission to access your shared library. Coworkers are ready to connect to your shared library remotely. Now let's learn how to connect to the shared library remotely over the network. This time, let's suppose you connect to someone else's shared library. Choose New, Library, Connect to Remote Library. The keyboard shortcut is Command-K. You can easily connect to shared libraries remotely via Bonjour. You can also connect via IP address for other LAN, VPN, and Wi-Fi connections. Enter the Mac's IP, accessible user ID, usually an email, and password, and then click Connect. Select the remote libraries that need to be connected, then click OK. Then, as you can see, the remote library is opened immediately. If the media volume path is the same between server and client, all the media will be online. In this case, you don't need to mount the shared library on your Mac, just connect to the media volume directly. But if you're not using a shared storage system, such as a SAN, you can mount the shared volume where the shared libraries are stored via AFP or SMB first. In this case, you can access the original media through the shared library path, if that media is online in the shared library. After the shared volume is mounted, go to the Library Information window and click this Mount icon. As you can see, the volume where the shared library is located has successfully connected. One more thing, you can switch from this library to other shared libraries anytime. To do this, go to the library list by simply clicking this icon. Here are two library types, a local library that's imported from a local disk, and a network library that's connected via a network. Simply click the Connect icon, then the library is opened immediately. As you can see, you can only open one library at a time. Finally, I'll show you how to collaborate with your coworkers. Once the coworker's shared library has been accessed, you can use the various features you need. If you can't connect to the shared volume, don't worry. Even if the media is offline, you can still use some of the features such as search, preview, and downloading of the media. In this way, you don't need to connect to the external hard drives to a Mac every time you need to find the media you want. As I mentioned before, if you want to upload your media to the remote library, the person who is sharing their library needs to check the Uploadable option in their library preferences. And in this case, the shared storage that contains the coworker's shared libraries must be mounted on your Mac. When uploading media, you can only use the Upload menu option instead of dragging and dropping. Click the Import, Upload to Shared Library menu option. In the Upload window, you can see the capacity per file type, select specific file types, and enter the file extensions you want. And also use the Check Media to Upload feature before uploading, similar to the Import window. In the Check Media to Upload window, you can enter tags if needed. And when uploading the media, you can only use the Copy to Library option. If the media from a remote library is online, you can drag and drop the media from the remote library to other applications. Thanks for watching this KeyFlow Pro tutorial.